Good morning, lovelies. ZoëTwoDots here with some more Pokemon Go goodness for you, and today is the first day in the season of Mischief. So, going to get out, do a little bit of exploring, bit of exercise, walk around for our 1 hour of outdoor freedom time. Also going to jump in here, we've got a new bit of research. First few steps are make 10 nice throws, use an incense, and 3 snapshots of wild psychic type Pokemon. And the professor has to say for us. I'm glad you're here, a new adventure is about to begin. Not long ago, various legendary Pokemon began emerging from mysterious rings that appeared in the sky. After some research, we discovered it was Hooper, the Mischief Pokemon, that was responsible. Hooper's rings allow it to teleport things, including itself, wherever it wants. That power makes it hard to track down, but for some reason, Hooper seems to keep returning to this area. This area? What? The world all at once, spontaneously and simultaneously? How do I know? Well, I was doing some lab work recently when my glasses were lifted straight off my head. Spark was there assisting me, and he said he saw a small lavender-coloured hand emerge from a ring and snatched my glasses. Pretty bold, eh? Luckily, he and Candela managed to retrieve my spectacles by chasing down the rings. They were popping up at random around my mobile lab. Okay, so Hooper's got a bit of a fan of the professor, hey? I'm not sure why Hooper's here, and tracking it down has been difficult, but with your help, I'm sure we'll crack the case in no time. Okay, so specifically the professor's location. Why not try using an incense? Okay, well, I mean, there's not much immediately around me. I'll go for a bit of a stroll and see what we can find. But sure, I'll use one of my many stashed incense, and we'll see what kind of like the flavor for the southern hemisphere, at least, with our spawns for the month of Mischief for Wurmple. One that I still don't have a shiny of and would like. We have to land a couple of decent throws as well, plus psychic types. I need to actually photograph the psychic type. I forget that like every time whenever it's like photograph a wild Pokemon, and I'm like, could have done that all day and literally forgot to snap any of them. So, additionally, following up from our last video, there was that little bit of cryptic clue in there about Fashion Week, and as it seems no one scrolls through the comments to like look at other people's comments, I got like 40 billion comments saying that the most likely clue, which you guys are spot on, the most likely clue for the Fashion Week fluffy featured Pokemon is Frou-Frou. Look, I totally repressed that Pokemon from my memory because I don't know when people decided that mullets were fashion, but you know, valid, fair. I really don't like Frou-Frou. Not my vibe, so I didn't even think about it. I didn't even consider it. I scrolled through like a whole list of like X and Y Pokemon, Sun and Moon Pokemon. I think I just like didn't even look at the thing because I was like, that's not fashion. Meowstic, that's fashion. Lurantis, that's fashion. But you know, I concede. I can see where I was wrong. It does have a lot of like interesting forms. I never really, I guess because I never liked the base form of Frou-Frou, I never looked too much into the variations and the stylings of Frou-Frou. I'm sorry, Frou-Frou. Equal, like, you know, rights to Frou-Frou. But yes, that is probably most likely the thing that we're going to get. If this thing could get in my ball, that would be outstanding. Alright, let's get stepping. Let's find some psychic types to photograph. We'll get through this bit of special research. I won't have any of the regular research to check, just because it's 10 a.m. Australia. We don't get the special research until like everyone in the world's ticked over, basically, to like the second for us, the first for the USA, and that kind of jazz. Okay, I was having a little bit of trouble with the psychic types until I realised I had a Chimecho in my stacked up in my research, so I just kind of like photographed that as my wild encounter. Don't tell the professor, he won't know, because everything else has been a Roselia, just about. But we have, I'm sure you guys in the States won't care about this, but finally got the spring form dealing here. We basically couldn't finish the set until just now because the first dealing we ever got was the autumn dealing in spring last year, so it never really lined up for the correct seasons until like December started. The winter ones and stuff, the summer ones for us. So finally got the spring form dealing, which is my favourite. It's cute. Let's check the encounter for the first page here is going to be Gothita. Cute. We actually don't really see that one much / at all. So I'm going to chuck you a little pineapple and stack you up and see what's next. As with all great mystery, solving this will take some time, patience, and trust. You just keep exploring the world as you always do. You never know what you might find. I'll report back here once I have more information on Hooper. Thanks in advance for your help. No worries, Professor. Okay. Oh, Professor Willow is currently performing an investigation regarding this research. Check back for more details soon. Okay, so that's how they're gonna like time gate, I guess. Because I was thinking it was gonna be 16 steps until like the next stage was unlocked. So it looks like they've like, yeah, time gated the research. So, well, that makes this video a bit shorter. The next part that like we know of for the dates for the research is this Sunday actually. It's gonna be like the first, you know, Hooper making its appearance. Apparently it's catchable really early in the research, so that should be our goal, I guess, for Sunday. But I guess that's it for that today. I've still got like a half an incense, Professor. I just dropped a whole incense to be out and explore, to do some questing with you, and you've just left me. Well, we've got about a kilometre for these eggs to hatch. Kind of want to pick up just some wild new season eggs. See what we can get in that. Why with the rose? Can I get a little bit of diversity in my spawns, please? I'll get these eggs hatching, try and pick up some new, just regular 2k, 5k, 10k, whatever eggs for the season, and just kind of have those working in the background. Okie dokie, eggs are going up. My 2 7-kilometre eggs from the... what was the event called? Daramaka. What was the last event? I've immediately forgotten what the last event was. We're on to new and greater things. I think this might actually be a wormpool nest. I'm gonna... no on that one. Still don't have. Wormpool is a shiny. One day we'll get it. And second egg... Meowth. Galarian Meowth. So I've still got... yeah, all these bad boys. I'll probably just do the 2 at a time kind of thing to clear those out over the next week or so. And then, hopefully... oh, bye Pidgey. Check the Bellsprout. Hopefully also just kind of pick up slowly some regular new season eggs. So I'll go spend a couple of stops, send a couple of gifts while we're out as well, and then it's going to be almost time to head back home, sadly. Considering as well it isn't the first yet in the States, we are waiting for Niantic to make their public announcement for, you know, what their commitment is going forward as of, you know, the first. What changes are happening in game. They said there's going to be, you know, they said there's going to be some big changes for, you know, communication and things like that. So we might make this a bit of a 2-in-1 episode. We'll see what they say tomorrow and dig into that a little bit. We got a new loading screen. Look, okay, Pumpkaboo's not in. Pumpkaboo's not in the loading screen, but Phantump is, and they're always as a pair. Like they're always. Pumpkaboo and Phantump are like, you know what I mean? Like. They're always as a pair, like Duskull and Shuppet, like they're always kind of like together as the spooky boys. Please, if we don't get Phantump this year, I will literally, I'll boycott over that. Like that's, please. But I've got Dedenne, the new little like loading screen. We've got Dedenne, the sweetest electric mouse. Fight me over it. I mean, Mulga's beautiful too, but Dedenne is so plump, so plump. Literally like Pumpkaboo, Dedenne, 2 of my favorite, just genuine like top 10 favorite Pokemon. I'm so stoked to see Dedenne in the loading screen this morning. Phantump is cute as well, like don't get me wrong, I know that's like people love the hell out of Phantump and Trevenant, but I hope that means Pumpkaboo as well. We can see in the window here Hooper being all a little creepy creeper, and I guess the shape of the deteriorated wall looks kind of like the Spiritomb shape, so maybe, I mean, I guess Spiritomb would make like a reappearance. We don't see that unless it is Halloween or October sort of thing, so we'll see. But it's a bit of like flavor and seasoning for the creepy season of Mischief, rolling into, you know, like that kind of vibe for the 3 months going forward. Also, I've got our mulleted dog here, Frou. So if I've missed anything, if there's something secret that you can see and read into in this, you know, new loading screen that I've missed, let me know. Leave a comment down below. But as I said, Niantic has said something. Let's peep the details. Also, finally, they're actually putting this stuff in-game once again. All of this used to just be posted on Twitter, and I know not all of you have a Twitter and stuff, so in-game notifications, isn't that a nice little step in the right direction? Okay, let's read through. This is from, by the way, Steve Wang, executive producer of Pokémon GO. So what we heard, an update from our task force. First, I want to thank you for being patient. Your passion and concerns have not been lost on us these past few weeks. Our internal task force has spent a lot of time discussing the changes we made to the Pokéstop and gym interaction distances, give you an update as promised. What we heard from the community. Pokestops and gyms are one way we try to nudge trainers to get outside and discover new places, walk an extra kilometre or two and meet others. It's been inspiring to see so many players around the world come together as a result of this design. To me, it means Pokemon GO is important to many people, and it means trainers express their concerns because they care about the game. We've been listening to player feedback and also set up 4 roundtable conversations where I spoke with over 30 community leaders, one of, right here, from around the world. Thank you all for your participation. 2 main themes we heard were the 80-meter interaction radius for Pokestops and gyms has been an incredibly positive quality of life improvement over the past year and a half, and Niantic has a lot of room to grow when it comes to communication with our players. This is accurate, correct. Those were the 2 main topics. There were others, of course, but that was like the 2 main focuses, we wanted to keep it pretty centralized. Pokestop and gym interaction distance. We understand that the increased 80-meter interaction distance became a welcome benefit for many players. That is clear from the feedback we saw from our community, so we wanted to keep it. As announced last week, 80 meters, not 40 meters, will be the base interaction radius for Pokestops and gyms globally from now on. Just to quickly put a little pin in that as well, I have raised with the team separately that it was never 80 meters in Australia. Never. It never has been. I believe they are looking into that. We still believe in the importance of discovering interesting places and things in the real world, and we don't want to lose sight of that. The team and I are eager to develop new ways that motivate and reward trainers for exploring and exercising in the real world. As a result of the task force, we have new ideas to explore, and we look forward to sharing more in the coming months. I have something pretty big to add to this at the end, so stay tuned. We can get through all this text, but I've got something big to add, I guess. Seasonal global bonuses. We went through a rough learning experience recently. You don't say, when we had to adjust the game settings for New Zealand quickly in response to their lockdown. This experience taught us that we are not going to be able to effectively adjust the experience on a country-by-country basis in real time. You don't say. Considering that none of the New Zealand events ever go live correctly. Zamazenta Raid Hour on Monday, as an example. We're not really reactive on the real world things are. Not being salty, I'm just being realistic. Starting with the season of Mischief, all bonuses will be set at a global level and be tied directly to the seasons in Pokemon GO. You can find more details on those bonuses here in our announcement yesterday. Cool. We should be communicating and engaging more with trainers. I hope that with your patience and understanding we can do better here. There are many ways we can improve, but to start, we're making the following commitments to you. Our commitments to you. Starting in October, we'll begin publishing a developer diary every other month to share the latest priorities, events, and features for the game. Cool. I think everyone kind of enjoyed the developer or the dev insights in previous blog posts or announcement posts. I'm curious how this will evolve that communication and transparency, if it does. We're going to set up regular conversations with community leaders to continue the dialogue we began this month. This is, so far accurate. They've communicated that to us. We had a conversation. They told us these details and said that they're going to be doing regular meetups and catch-ups with us, with community members. I have something to add to this at the end as well. We'll continue to work on updating the known issues page, and in these efforts we'll prioritize bringing greater visibility into the status of existing bugs for trainers. We love how passionate Pokemon GO trainers are about this game, and we want you to know how passionate we are about the gaming community as well. The lack of communication regarding the Pokestop and gym interaction radius was not handled well on our part, and it was a great learning experience on how to better engage with our players moving forward. Our top priority is and always has been to get people outside in the real world and creating human connections with each other. Thank you for being a part of this journey with us. You'll hear from us again soon. So, thoughts and feelings. How do we feel about this? I feel 50% of me feels like it's talking about talking, I guess, and this is kind of what we said. They said they were going to say something on the 1st. So they have said something on the 1st. They haven't necessarily given us those deeper insights onto why or when or whatever. That's fine. they've made a commitment to talking and communicating and to sharing more info, and they've made a commitment to getting more player feedback via us. That's kind of like little pillars in the community. I'm not gonna like name drop other creators because I don't know who wants to be like publicly share that they are gonna be part of this. Maybe some people can't attend all of those meetings, that kind of jazz, but I'm one of those creators. I'm sure you could make a guess or assumption of people who, you know, get the Niantic news on the deadline drop. You could maybe assume that they are either tangentially involved, that sort of thing. But I'm not gonna make assumptions for who might join the calls and give feedback. So we had a call with the task force day before yesterday, where they kind of gave us this information. They told us their commitments, that they're wanting to do the frequent chats with us creators, with the community leaders, that sort of thing. And I was very blunt. I just straight up asked, how can we hold you to that? What accountability is there in place that you will show up every month, every 6 weeks, whatever it happens to be? How can we hold you accountable? Because we've had, you know, creator group and creator feedback sections and, you know, feedback forms and all this jazz for the last 3 years. You know what I mean? Like, how is it going to be any different? Yeah, you know, as we've said, there's been a loss of trust. There's been a loss of trust between the player base, the community, the creators, and Niantic, that sort of thing. How do we say, you know, hey, where's the catch up? Why haven't we had a call and a chat this month? And they were pretty blunt and upfront about saying, like, look, this, you know, Hear Us Niantic thing was a pretty massive wake up call, with one staff member just straight up saying, hey, if we don't catch up with you, if it's been 2 months and we haven't checked in, you are more than welcome to call it out publicly, to drag us, to whatever it might be, and share that with the community that, you know, Niantic is not upholding their commitment. So from the tone of the call, I feel like I'm just perfectly... I know I'm not an optimist, I know I'm not a pessimist, I'm just perfect... this little seesaw, can I balance that? Me on this little seesaw, I'm like literally exactly 50-50. I'm hopeful. I know that so many of the staff members, again, wonderful, lovely humans. But I also know that it's a company that has, you know, deliverables and objectives and things like that. So I hope that the end product is a game that we all continue to enjoy, because we've bloody enjoyed it for the last 5 years and had a great time together building communities and, you know, all that kind of jazz around this game. So my fingers are crossed, and we'll see. Again, they could have just said to all of us and not done anything. They could have said, stuff yours, go out for a walk, and 40 meters is what it is, and, you know, cough in our faces sort of thing. They didn't do that. So let's see. Again, let me know your thoughts and feelings. If there's things that we can pass on, or if there's, you know, hopefully with the different topics or different, you know, things we can give feedback on each month, maybe there's going to be an opportunity for us to get your info and feedback to, like, kind of make a nice little chain of, you know, information. But fingers crossed, looking forward to this season being spicy, being a bit of a, you know, get back out there, have a bit of fun sort of energy, because I've been missing that. Do a quick little check-in from yesterday as well. I don't think I caught anything that was too crazy. I didn't go plus any shinies, no. Check the doof, no. Oh, I do have a Farfetch'd though. Farfetch'd. And a Ditto to check as well. Perfectly timed, look at that. Okay, Farfetch'd is a... I'm just going to stack you up and catch you later. I should still have a Chime Echo in here from last week. Yep. And weekly breakthrough. 3 rare candies, nice. Regular Ditto. Did anyone today, first check, get a shiny Ditto? Let me know. I might keep that in there because of all the quests. If the quests are, oh, do we have new quests? I haven't been out yet, but do we have new quests? I wonder if those, like, catch a Ditto quests are still there for, like, a nice chunk of Stardust. That would be a good little stack combo. Do we have, most of these are looking pretty much the same. 2 excellent throws, Larvitar. 3 curveball throws in a row for Skitty. 5 nice throws, still Dunsparce. Win a raid for Marwile. 3 Team Go Rocket members for Scroopy. I'm not 100% sure if these have all been updated necessarily just yet, because it is only just now the first for a lot of you trainers. So potential. I'll just wait and see if this does change. I think the winner rate's different with Marwal. And I feel like the Skitty and the Screw Peony, because I know that last month there were just like no tasks with encounters that I was that keen on doing, so we'll see. I'll update you accordingly. But at this stage with the special research, we're gonna be waiting until Sunday for that next little chunk. So I'll be doing a video for you guys and or streaming on Sunday. So keep your peepers out for that little spicy psychic Sunday sesh. As always, lovelies, thank you so much for watching. If you are new, please be sure to subscribe. Thank you to everyone who did leave a like as well. If you'd like additional ways to support the channel, links for Patreon and the merch in the description down below. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful morning, noon, night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.